Live at 5, racers are rejoicing. A big announcement from Grandma's Marathon today sets the pace for less restrictions and a pretty normal marathon celebration this year. Plus,
expanding vaccine eligibility, how the county is preparing.
And a local paper mill that has been shut down could soon see new life. And on the East Coast, it's a dash to the gas pump as the cyber attack on a major pipeline starts to impact consumers.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Some big news today for racers, fans, and those who just enjoyed the atmosphere of Grandma's Marathon. CBS3 Sports Director Kelly Hinseth joins us live from the marathon finish line in Canal Park with the big news of the day. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kristen, this is a very exciting day for Grandma's Marathon because come June 19th, this area of Canal Park will look a lot busier than it has in the past 2 years. This was a plan that, in talking with Grandma's Marathon staff, they were so excited and highly anticipating getting to announce with those loosening guidelines for Minnesota that were announced last week. They've been busy putting plans back into place that were originally axed because of COVID, and most notably that includes they're allowing spectators here along the race route, as well as implementing the post-race celebration, meaning concerts, come June.
You know, it's a pretty popular piece of Grandma's Marathon weekend. Spectators are what makes our event so unique each and every year. The support that our participants can feel coming from starting at Lesser River all the way through downtown Duluth and here to the finish line in Canal Park. It's fantastic to be able to welcome those people and that piece of Grandma's Marathon back into our plan.
Now, spectators will be expected to be masked when not eating or drinking. And, of course, they're encouraged by marathon staff members to continue to follow those CDC safety guidelines. And coming up at 6, we're going to hear more from Grandmas about how Rock the Big Top is now moving to Bayfront Park for that location change, just to spread things out and kind of make it more of a party atmosphere and bring it back what we missed last year in the third week in June. That's coming up at 6 for now. Kristen, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, that sounds good. I know a lot of folks excited. And Kelly, if the weather on race day is as nice as it is today, I think runners and organizers alike will all be thrilled. We'll see you at 6, Kelly. Minnesota's governor took part in a bipartisan roundtable with the president today discussing ways to increase vaccination rates. Governor Tim Walz spoke with President Joe Biden and the governors from Maine, Ohio, Utah, Massachusetts, and New Mexico. Biden set the goal of having 70% of adults vaccinated by July 4th. Walz says as of today, Minnesota is at 64%. He said part of the state's success has been making getting vaccinated convenient for people, meeting them where they are at, and sharing strong data so they have a reason to get the shot.
And my message to folks is there's a lot of good reasons to get vaccinated, but for some of them, you know, if you need another one, go get vaccinated so you're alive to vote against me in the next election. I don't care. I just want to get it done.
President Biden agreed making the shots convenient is a key factor in the program's success. Today's roundtable comes after yesterday's announcement that the FDA voted to expand emergency use authorization of Pfizer's vaccine for Americans 12 to 15 years old. Coming up later in our show, we hear from local health leaders about what distribution will look like here at home. The gas pipeline that delivers about 45% of the fuel consumed on the East Coast remains shut down, paralyzed by a cyber attack. And now the disruption is creating a mad dash to the pump in some parts of the Southeast. Michael George reports from New York.
As the Colonial Pipeline shutdown entered another day, drivers along part of the East Coast felt the pinch.
It's been crazy. This is worse than a hurricane.
Danielle Charles and her daughter spent about an hour searching for gas in Florida before they were able to fill up.
4 gas stations we passed by, and they're all crowded up with cars.
In North Carolina, some drivers dealt with lines stretching for miles, and the governor declared a state of emergency.
You don't want to miss out. You don't want to be the one that doesn't get gas.
Colonial, which delivers 45% of fuel consumed on the East Coast, was forced to shut down operations after a group of hackers called DarkSide broke into its computer system as part of a ransomware attack.
AAA says Americans shouldn't start panic buying gasoline. They should try to conserve gas by combining errands into one trip or using more fuel-efficient vehicles.
Gas station owners are and should act responsibly. We will have no tolerance for price gouging.
The White House is monitoring the situation, and President Biden plans to speak to Russian President Vladimir Putin about the cyber attack.
So far, there is no evidence based on from our intelligence people that Russia is involved, although there's evidence that the actor's ransomware is in Russia.
The shutdown is also putting airports on the East Coast at risk of low supply. American Airlines had to adjust 2 long-haul flights out of Charlotte. Colonial Pipeline hopes to reopen the line later this week, but cautions supply shortages are possible in the short term. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
To help prevent shortages, the Transportation Department is making it easier to move fuel by truck. Earlier today, Colonial Pipeline experienced a temporary service disruption to its website unrelated to ransomware. The site has since been restored. Early numbers show that the 2021 shipping season is off to a very hot start. Jason Rohn with the Duluth Seaway Port Authority says total tonnage is already up nearly 50% over last year's pace. And we're just 6 weeks into the season. He credited that busy start to a big increase in both coal and iron ore leaving the Twin Ports. He says while it's hard to predict the future, he hopes the trend sticks around for the rest of the season.
Numbers can certainly fluctuate, but we're very happy about the positive start that we've seen so far, and we hope that we can continue that trend throughout the entire season.
He added, we have seen 20 more boats come into the port this season than last year at this time. Coming up tonight at 10, we take a dive deeper into the reason behind the big increase. Duluth's idled Verso paper mill could see new life with help from a new company. On Monday night, the City Council unanimously agreed to abate up to $600,000 in future property taxes for ST Paper. Councilors also agreed to offer them $242,000 in a forgivable loan as long as they create 80 full-time positions. The prospective buyer is expected to convert the space so it can produce tissue paper. The mill has been shuttered since last summer. Here's a live look at the Blotnick Bridge on this beautiful Tuesday evening. You can learn more tonight about a massive construction project planned in the Twin Ports. Minnesota and Wisconsin's transportation departments are holding a virtual update on the Blotnick Bridge proposal. They plan to show different design concepts and take questions. The project, which is expected to have significant traffic impacts, is set to start in 2028. The goal is to improve safety and help the bridge better handle oversized and overweight loads. The virtual meeting starts at 6 o'clock tonight. We have a link on our website. Well, Dave joins us now. What a beautiful view of the Blotnick Bridge. Blue skies, blue water. What more can you ask for?
Well, maybe a little more heat because it was cold again this morning, Kristen. Colder than I expected, and one of the coldest of our little cool snap here. We take a look at where it was the chilliest, and that seems to be Silver Bay. That dropped to 19, but Hibbing Chisholm pretty close at 20. Only 21 for International Falls and for Solon Springs. Our hot spot, Grand Marais by the lake at 32. But the rest of us should be joining Grand Marais by tomorrow morning because the daytime highs that warmed up today will become warmer overnight lows tomorrow as well. Now, what we have to talk about for the moment is dry conditions. High pressure's in control. We hardly see a cloud in the sky and no precip. But we need precip because it's going to be really warm and really dry tomorrow. And the National Weather Service will put into effect for Minnesota a near critical fire danger alert because of those dry conditions. So our short-term forecast says clear to partly cloudy tonight, low near 35. That's an improvement of 10 to 15 degrees. 63 tomorrow, sunny and dry. Probably sunny through Thursday as well. Maybe some relief comes on Friday in the form of showers. We'll talk about the odds in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a local park and dog park is closed this week. We'll tell you which one as we take you around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. News on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Would you like to lose a pound of fat a day?
You have to weigh yourself every morning, and when you just see the pound go off every morning, it just keeps you going.
Step on the scale and you see the weight that you lost, and you're like, oh, this is so easy. Why didn't I do this before?
Order online or call today for a free consultation.
Here are some quick tips for a safer shopping experience. Though reusable bags are great for the environment, they can be a carrier for bacteria. Before shopping, please wash all bags. Try to keep 6 feet or 2 shopping carts of distance between you and other shoppers. Plan ahead so your trip can be quick and efficient. Though cash is accepted at most businesses, cash can transfer bacteria. When possible, try to use cards to lessen the risk of spreading illness. With your help, we can keep our neighbors healthy and workers safe.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important. You're now entitled to eliminate copays and get dental care, dentures, eyeglasses, prescription coverage, in-home aids, unlimited transportation, and home-delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus, your zip code may have coverage with the Give Back benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. Look, with the uncertainty of the virus and vaccines, you need to get everything you're entitled to. Here's the bottom line. Call to get significant benefits at no additional cost and see if your zip code has coverage with the Give Back benefit. Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-916-5591. That's 1-800-916-5591 now.
COVID-19 vaccines are bringing hope and questions. This is why we're bringing understanding to the challenge of vaccinating America. Ongoing coverage on CBS News.
I never thought that you could lose weight without working out, but this is one of those programs that you don't have to work out.
In the first 40 days, I lost 28 pounds.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over Duluth on this Minnesota Day. True Minnesota Day is celebrated on March 1st, but it was on May 11th of 1858 that Minnesota became the 32nd state. Dave will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. The United Way of Northeastern Minnesota is looking for volunteers, and a local woman needs your help in winning a national recipe contest. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Duluth tonight with a closure notice of a local park. All amenities of the Keene Creek Park and Dog Park will be closed until further notice for construction and heavy equipment. The closure went into effect yesterday and should partially lift sometime next week if conditions allow. A portion of the dog park will remain closed as vegetation is still establishing. Next, we head to my hometown of Chisholm, where the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota is in need of some volunteers. This summer, they are continuing their Meet Up and Chow Down program, handing out free bag lunches to local children in need. Volunteers can sign up for 1 day a week for 1 month, 2 months, or all summer long. Volunteers are needed in the communities of Aurora, Chisholm, Hibbing, and Virginia. We'll have contact information available on our website. And finally, tonight we wrap up in Babbitt, Minnesota, where a local woman is close to bringing home a big prize, but she needs your help. Crystal Schluter is a finalist in the Split Decisions recipe contest put on by Thomas's English Muffins. Out of more than 9,500 submissions for the 2 recipe contests, she is one of the top 5. For her sweet and salty split decision, Schluter made 1/2 a Hawaiian pesto pizza and on the other half a Hawaiian cheesecake pizza. We'll have voting information available on our website. The grand prize winner will take home $10,000. Voting ends on May 16th. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, the Pfizer vaccine is now available to younger age groups, and we're hearing from local health officials about what distribution will look like in the Northland.
Well, temperatures did come up today. 58 was the high temp in Duluth, at least so far. The normal is 61. I was hoping we'd at least meet those numbers today. Just a little shy, I guess. But tomorrow, a better chance of meeting, even beating. especially inland. Could go towards the upper 60s for one of our towns. I'll show you what town that is coming up right after our break.
There's a feeling you get when old meets new, the past meets the future. It's not comfortable, but it feels good. Duluth Pack, since 1882.
Spring is in the air. It's deer season. Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment is here to get your yard into shape. We're the local leader for the world's best lawn tractors for a reason. With unbeatable financing and additional cash savings, you'll get into the right John Deere today. Whether the work is done or just starting out, introduce yourself to the great outdoors in a 2021 Gator. Visit any one of our Northland locations. Learn more at northlandlawnsport.com.
Home Furniture supports our communities through a number of local charities. Hi, I'm Kyle Johansson. When we lost my grandmother to ovarian cancer, Home teamed up with MOCA to help find a cure. Every May, we take our support into the showrooms. Make a purchase at home and donate $10 to MOCA, and we'll give you an additional 10% off our sale prices.
It's a great time to buy something new for your home and help fund an early detection test for ovarian cancer.
Give $10 to MOCA, and we'll give you an extra 10% off the sale prices at home.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Thursdays are a favorite day at Fond du Lac Casino with Kiosk Cash.
More teens are now eligible for the COVID vaccine. How soon they can get the shot.
Now that our temperatures are warming up, it feels awfully pleasant out there, but we still could use some rain, and I'll talk about when our next chance is coming around.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, dry conditions are pushing in along with our warm up, and tomorrow the Weather Service expects relative humidity levels to be only in the teens, so they're telling us to get ready for near critical fire danger on Wednesday, especially for Minnesota. The fire danger for the UP and Wisconsin will be high, but it'll be critical for this part of our region, so do be careful, even through Thursday, because it will stay dry through then. Our next rain chance is coming around on Friday, but it doesn't seem to be a soaker. We'll tell you more about that here in just a bit, but right now we will, of course, show you the current conditions at the airport in Duluth. It is 57 degrees. Relative humidity is already pretty low at 24%, and the wind is calm. Air pressure high, 30.34 inches of mercury, thanks to yet another cell of high pressure that's taken over for today and tomorrow and probably Thursday. Current temps, well, we were hoping to get up to the normal of 61. Some places did that, like Moose Lake and Hinckley, and some places got pretty close, like Hayward at 59. Waters Meet a little bit below at 53 degrees. Ironwood's there as well. Only 44 by the lake in Grand Marais. 55 for Cloquet. 58 Eveleth. That's getting there, including the rest of the Quad Cities. 55 Ely. 61 right now, International Falls and Big Fork. One of our warmer spots there as well. Tomorrow, I do think we're going to be a lot better. And International Falls just might shoot up to 68 degrees. Again, turnabout being fair play for those folks. They're among the coldest in the winter. But when this time of year comes around, they're among the warmest because they're really far away from the cooling influence of Lake Superior. Well, around our area right now, because of the high pressure that's settled in, you see a clear sky running from Brainerd to Duluth over to Rhinelander, and Marquette's got a little bit of cloud activity. So no precip coming our way tonight or tomorrow or Thursday. It's Friday when we have a slight chance coming our way. From Wednesday through Thursday, indeed, that cell of high pressure keeps us on the sunny side, but there is a trough of lower pressure farther to the west that's coming our way for Friday, and it'll kick off with a 30% rain shower chance Friday afternoon, keep it about a 30% chance for Saturday. Sunday, it might kick up to a 40% shot, and that's the day we're pinning our hopes on for enough shower activity to put down the fire danger, at least for a little while. Tonight, Minnesota temperatures, let's talk about those now. They will run from about 31 towards the Ely area down to 29 around Nashua, Keewat, and then perk up to 39 by the lake. So if you do a little zigzag right tonight, you might run into all those temperatures. For Wisconsin and Michigan, a little more uniform, 29 to 35 for folks there. And we all get a partly cloudy sky from the high. And that turns into a mostly sunny sky tomorrow. Wisconsin, Michigan high temps, 62 to 65, so we should beat the normal by a couple of degrees. Minnesota numbers might be just a little bit cooler by the lake, but otherwise, 60 to 65, even 68 for tomorrow. And with the extended forecast, we hold on to the 60s all week long. Overnight low temps perk up and become 40s. And there's our rain chance. Just light ones Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but we need that precip, and hopefully it'll come across.
Thanks, Dave. With younger people now eligible for Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine, our local health departments are making plans for how to get shots in their arms. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo spoke with those county health leaders. Kendall, it sounds like schools could play a part in distribution.
That's right, Kristen. Yesterday's decision by the FDA marks the United States' first COVID vaccine authorized for younger teens, specifically those 12 to 15. Previously, only kids as young as 16 were eligible. That means vaccines will soon open up to more middle and high schoolers, a group experts say have been contributing to the spread of cases here in our region. Trial data from Pfizer shows the vaccine was 100% effective in more than 2,200 participants in that age group. St. Louis County Public Health Planner Katie Albert says this is a big step forward. She tells me their current vaccine distribution approach is targeting mobile clinics, which could mean in the classroom.
So we're trying to do on-site for schools that are wanting that. We would go on-site and offer a clinic for students and then possibly any parents that are yet to be vaccinated as well.
Albert says the county's healthcare partners have already hosted vaccine clinics in schools for students ages 16 and up and plan to open clinics to younger teens as early as next week. Albert says registration will look different at each location, so parents can look to schools for more guidance. Coming up at 6, we hear from one school in the Northland hosting a clinic this week and how they'll adjust to the FDA's new guidance.
All right, thanks, Kendall. And before distribution can begin, the CDC's advisory committee has to decide if and how it will recommend the vaccine for this age group, and they are set to meet tomorrow. The FDA will also meet later this month to discuss the use of COVID-19 vaccines in even younger children. Still to come, a woman has been sentenced after pleading guilty to murdering at least 7 veterans while working at a VA hospital. More on this unprecedented case after the break.
We insure your car because some people never learn to park. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Are you ready to freshen up your spring wardrobe? Then let the stylists at Angie's Closet help you find the perfect clothing or accessories that fit just your style. Want to give your home a new spring look? Angie has you covered with her new home goods collection. Visit Angie's Closet today, located on Tower Avenue.
Who do you see when you look in the mirror? Do crow's feet, wrinkles, and under-eye bags make you look 10 years older than you feel? Let's face it, aging isn't fun. We all want to look our best, so we feel our best. But injections and procedures can be expensive and painful. There's a temporary, better way to love your reflection. And that better way is Plexiderm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? That absolutely blows me away. I feel better, and when you feel better, you shine. And when you shine, the whole world loves you, and that's a great feeling. Hi, my name is Robin, and this is what Plexiderm does for me. I shine. So I feel so much younger when I use the Plexiderm. I feel like I look half my age, and I'm not exaggerating. I feel great.
Wow, that's incredible. What a difference. I think I look great. 10 years younger at least. There's been creams, there's been lotions, concealers. Nothing works like this. And in just a few minutes, it's amazing. The crow's feet, developed those about 10 years ago. And these little lines around my mouth, where did they come from? And I put this on and bam, they're gone. Just in a couple of minutes. I can't believe it. They're gone.
Forget the pain and expense of injections or in-office procedures and try the 10-minute solution that lasts for up to 10 hours. Plexiderm is so easy. Just make sure you have a clean, dry face and apply a small amount because it's so powerful. Wait a few minutes, then your bags and wrinkles will visibly disappear.
I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years young.
See the Plexiderm difference for yourself this Memorial Day with our $14.95 starter offer. Just visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
When building, you hire a team of specialists to ensure your house turns out exactly as you imagined. Major financial transitions like retirement deserve the same level of care and craftsmanship. At MPPL Financial, we assemble a diverse team of experts to develop a plan to ensure you only have to retire once. Call today for your free second opinion consultation so your retirement turns out exactly as you imagined. MPPL Financial. Answers to the most important questions of your life.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
A judge in West Virginia sentenced a former nursing assistant to 7 consecutive life sentences for murdering elderly veterans at a VA medical center. The judge called 46-year-old Rita Mays the worst kind of monster, and he called this case unprecedented. Natalie Brand has followed the case since it broke.
They're the victims of an unthinkable crime, veterans spanning World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
We hope that the sentence delivered today will bring you peace and closure.
Former nursing aide Rita Mays was sentenced to 7 consecutive life sentences, one for each veteran she pleaded guilty to killing by injecting them with insulin.
There is no explanation or justification for what Rita Mays did.
The killings happened in 2017 and 2018 at the Lewis A. Johnson VA Medical Center in Clarksburg, West Virginia. 82-year-old retired Army Sergeant Felix McDermott was one of the victims. We spoke to his daughters in 2019.
I'm always going to feel guilty about this. I thought I had my dad someplace safe.
Melanie Proctor was among the family members who spoke in court, telling Mays, "You took some of the greatest men of their time. You preyed on them when they were at their weakest. For that, you are a coward." The case triggered a major investigation by the VA Office of Inspector General, which released a report Tuesday detailing deficiencies at the facility.
It was a series of missed opportunities that contributed to the criminal actions occurring, not being stopped, and for allowing it to go on for as long as they did.
As for motive, Mays did not give one, but apologized to the family, saying, "I don't ask for forgiveness because I don't think I could forgive anyone who did what I did." Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
One of the attorneys representing victims' families tells CBS News there have been 10 wrongful death cases settled with the U.S. government so far on behalf of the VA, totaling more than $7 million.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, we'll meet a big-hearted third grader on a mission to help the homeless in America's capital. We've got that and more news tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
Let A1 Movers help bridge the gap from your old house to your new home. We have the tools for all of your relocating needs. Big or small, we move them all. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, we help get you where you need to go as safely and efficiently as possible. A1 Movers specializes in making hard work easier, saving you time and your back. To schedule your move, call or visit a1movers.org today.
Stop into Menards and get everything you need for your vehicles. Valvoline keeps your vehicles on the road and running at peak performance. Advanced full synthetic motor oil protects your engine against all types of deposits. Max Life transmission fluid helps extend the life of transmissions that have over 75,000 miles. Right now, get 11% off all Valvoline products. Save big money and get 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
With the Dish Anywhere app, you can watch what you want, where you want, at no extra charge.
Kids, bedtime.
Which is a good thing, because life is full of little surprises.
Ready to watch?
Even when there's an unexpected change in venue. Watch what you want, where you want, on up to 5 devices, at no extra charge. Dish, tuned in to you.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned that Grandma's Marathon will look a little more normal this June. Spectators will be welcomed. And tonight at 6, we'll hear more about new plans for post-race festivities. And coming up tonight at 6, a former U.S. Olympian and a pillar in the Northlands Nordic skiing community has passed away. George Hovland died at 94 years old. And tonight, we'll hear from those who knew him best. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you at 6.